Before we get in the video, please like, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications, go ahead and leave a comment below, and click on the How You Can Help, which brings up the Family Friendly Game website and gives you lots of ideas how you can help us. Thank you. Hey everybody. Paul Burry, Family Friendly Gaming, doing FFG Chronicles on the wealth disparity in gaming. So, you might have been hearing this from political circles, people complaining about wealth disparity. And what they're saying is some people have more money than other people. Now, some people work harder than others. Some people waste their money. Some people squander their money. That's all accurate and true. Some people don't, suck it up, cupcake, when it comes to having to deal with things at a day job, at a place of employment. There's stuff you have to deal with that is just complete garbage, but we all kind of stomach it and go, okay, we gotta, keep quiet on all this stupidity they're saying just to keep our job, keep the paycheck going. There are other people who are like, nope, I'm gonna tell you what I think. And you're gonna listen. And I'm like, oh boy, you're gonna be in trouble. Yeah. You can look at this from kind of two different facets. The first facet is you have these billionaire companies like, say, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, have all this money. I guess you can, maybe Google, put Google in there too. They got all this money, they got all this wealth. And the funny thing is, they're run by these liberals who are out there complaining about wealth disparity within society, that some people have more money than other people. But they themselves are not practicing this in the video game industry. And there's two aspects to this that I've noticed. One is the indie developers. There are plenty of small indie developers who are struggling to get by. I've talked to a lot of indie developers who cannot do this full time. They have a day job. On evenings and weekends, they are working on making their games. That's why a lot of these indie games can take many years to get completed, because they're not doing it full time. They can't do it full time. It doesn't pay for them. They don't have the money to do this full time. So, you've got struggling indie developers. You've got ultra wealthy companies over here. Why aren't they sending a bunch of their money in the bank to help out the indie developers? In fact, if you think about it, companies with billions in the bank could easily send, I don't know, 10K, 50K to an indie developer. You give an indie developer 50K for, that might help them to be able to finish the game. They could sit there and quit their day job and do that for maybe a year, close to a year, if they're smart with their money. So, if you think about that, with the ones with billions in the bank, sending out 50K to a bunch of different indie developers shouldn't be that much of a big deal. But they generally don't do that. Now, there have been more, to be fair, there have been more of the big companies trying to support some of the indies in a variety of ways. I know at one point I saw a press release from Nintendo about how they weren't going to charge indie game developers for their tools to be able to develop on, like, the Wii U, Switch type of deal. So that's cool. That's cool. That's helping. So I think they're at least kind of looking at it. But at the same time, they have all this money, and these other people have. I mean, I'm using their own logic against them. They have all this money. These people don't. When are they going to share the money? When? When? Tell me when. When are you going to do that? When? I haven't seen it happening. Maybe I missed it. Part two of this is you have all of us in gaming media who, our hard work helps you make money. According to President Obama, you didn't build that. So, without us publishing press releases, publishing videos, publishing images, do you know how many times I get comments that people bought a game because we played it? We did a live stream of a game, and they have gone and bought it because of our live stream. In essence, we made them a sale. Guess how much money we get from that? Zero. We get nothing. We get nada. We get zero. We've made the money. Or that's not our goal, and that's not what we're being paid for. At the same time, the same token, these companies should be like, hey, wait a minute. We should be helping you. We should be doing things to help you out. But they don't, do they? It's amazing to me the struggle to get advertisements, to get sponsorships from these billionaire companies. The indie developers, the smaller ones, the ones who are struggling, they are way more generous with finances than the big boys and big girls. So you got to go, why is that? Why are the indie developers and the smaller developers so much more thankful than the giant companies? You know, they could certainly go, you know what? We want to go do some advertising with Family Friendly Gaming. We want to go do a sponsorship here. Here's 1,000. Here's 5,000. Here's 100. Here's 500. They could do stuff easily to help us out, but they don't. They do nada. In fact, when you talk to the people in PR and marketing, they're like, well, we gave you the opportunity to cover them. Oh, wow! You gave me an opportunity to be slave labor and work for you for free? Wow! Isn't that awesome of you? Come on now. Come on. Really? This is how you all are going to be? You're going to act like working for you for free is an opportunity? It's an opportunity? Wow. That's more twisted than a pretzel. I have no idea how they even come up with that. It's like propaganda. But again, when we go back to wealth disparity, they have all this money. I have to do a day job. Yolanda has to do a day job. Peter's looking for a day job. Do you notice the pattern here? The pattern is our hard work has made the money, and they never want to do anything back to there's no profit sharing. There's no, hey, thanks for helping us make all this money. And to add insult to injury, I have heard people in PR and marketing brag about getting $8,000 to $10,000 as a bonus for a game making so much money. Guess how much they shared with us? Zero. That's right. That's right. And they're like bragging about how they got paid all this money. Our hard work reached all of our readers and viewers, and they're like, oh, no, we don't think about ever like advertising or even giving you a physical copy or buying you a game, anything. And we have stuff on our How You Can Help Us page that's free. Watch videos, click on links on our website. There's lots of things you can do that help us, but they can't even bother to do that. The free stuff. Because the perspective is we're slave labor, they're selfish, and they don't really care about wealth disparity in gaming. They just care about themselves. They'll sit there and go, oh, this is the latest new thing that people are complaining about. We're on board, yeah. But in reality, they don't practice what they preach. So, they want to be very generous with your money, not their own, sadly. So, I'm hoping that this video causes just a huge uproar, and the big boys, the big video game companies, start to realize they got work to do. They got a big old beam in their eye where they were going over to try and take a speck out of someone else's. Take the beam out of your own eye. That's all my thoughts on this. I thank everyone for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.